And this is what the email looks like. So it turns out that it's from Robert Thibault. It's called Not Passing Mathematics. If I click on that, it'll give me the specifics. So it tells me, hello, guardian of Jack. It filled in the student's first name. I wanted to reach out and let you know that Jack, once again, the student's first name, is not passing advisory. That was the course that Jack was failing with a grade of 0. Turns out Jack's not doing too well. Please check PowerSchool for some more information. So one of the nice things about Bright Arrow is it's pretty customizable. It's fairly user-friendly and easy to go through and send some emails. So let's go back and let's look at Bright Arrow again, and let's look at one of the additional search features that we can do. So we go back into, once again, I went over here to Bright Arrow Search. I'm going to once again look through all of my students, but this time I'm going to look for missing assignments. So missing assignments is going to look here and say, all right, well, how many students in the last 7 days in Q1 are missing any kind of assignment? So I can include absences if I want to. Maybe I've tagged them as an absence in there. Maybe I've just put it in there as collected. I'm not going to include those. That's something that I may have collected but not graded yet. If a student is exempt, I don't want to send out an email to them because they're exempt from it. Same thing here, incompletes or lates. So I'm just going to have any of those missing assignment tabs. So if you go into PowerSchool and you go through and you enter the assignment as missing, this will pull from there. Same features down here that you can select. Change this to all sections. And now I can say, all right, well, I have one student who's missing assignments from Q1. So maybe I can send out a contact to parents. Oops. Select email on that one. For the contacts, select parents. Create a message in here. And this is now going to pull any student who is missing an assignment. So I can go through, same sort of features in here, and then maybe this will be what my generic statement is going to be. I had already created it before. So good afternoon, I wanted to reach out and let you know that I'll fill in your child with first name. That, in this case, Jack, has missed at least one assignment in the last week. Check PowerSchool for more details. Hope we can make these up so we have a good understanding of the course material before our interim next week. And this seems pretty good. It's not a terrible thing so far, but there are some more customizable features that we can do with missing assignments. So similarly in here, there's a bunch of these fields, but now that I've changed this to missing assignments, some of those field names have changed. So I still have course name, I still have section, but one of the nice things is it looks through and it says, well, what assignment from what date is that student missing? So I can say, well, let's select the assignment, let's select the due date in here, and I can show what those two things are. So I can say in here, from the last week, I can say, since field 6 is the assignment, I can insert that in. And I can say the assignment that was due on, and then insert the due date, which was field 7. So this is going to go through and pull it out from PowerSchool with what that grade is and missing assignment name. So email subject, maybe I'll put this as missing assignments. Display email name as, once again, I'll change this to the formal one. My email address, I'll keep that in as rthibault@sau29, and then we'll send that message. Going through and setting things up, getting ready to send it. It is now starting to send those emails. Once that says done, I'll check the report. So I'll go up here again to select an action, go to reports. Look at the one that I just have created. It's called missing assignments. Looking there, it says that it has sent it out successfully. Email sent successfully to all of those 3 contacts, the same 3 guardian contacts for Jack. Now I can go back to my email and go back to look at what it looks like. So here is another email from me about missing assignments. And now I can see we have good afternoon. I wanted to reach out and let you know that Jack had filled in the first name, has missed at least one assignment in the last week. And then the assignment that it pulled was quarterback analysis that Jack has missed that was due on the 7th of October. So, that's what was the due date of it was missing. So I hope that we can make these up soon and etc. So it's nice to be able to pull some of those fields and give very specific information without me having to go through and hunt and peck for it. So that is the emailing feature of Bright Arrow. And there's one last thing that I said that I would show. So I'm going to go back into Bright Arrow. I'm just going to create a generic one for my advisory students. And I said that I'd show you this HTML. So I'm going to click on this HTML option. The reason you might want to choose HTML is if you have something specifically formatted for you to add in here. This gives you a little bit more of those customizable features in here. So some of the things that I can do from here, I can paste from a Word document. You see this little clipboard with a W there. So Word or Google Docs, it'll try and preserve much of that formatting that it shows. This one here will just paste plain text. So even if I want to pull it from a Word or a Google Doc, this will just paste it as plain text. And this is sort of like a hybrid. It sort of pastes what's there and then sort of guesses on some of the formatting. But if you're pasting from a Word or a Google Doc, choosing this one is a pretty nice feature. You can also go through and just format your own email in here using these format options that are available in here, changing the characteristics of that formatting. The font type, etc., size. You can add in pictures if you wish. You can put in tables. You can customize quite a bit. So I'm going to show you what it looks like if I copy and paste from a Google Doc. So I'll go and highlight one of my Google Docs that I have open. And then I will go over here and I'll click that paste from Word or Google Doc. I am going to paste all of that stuff right in. Click OK, and it preserved some of that formatting. Messed up a little bit on it, but it was pretty close. I can change this. I can center it as if I want to. It adds in a few more spaces, so I can clean those spaces up. But it looks pretty close to what the original document was that I wanted. Once you're happy with what the message looks like, you can go ahead and customize these features just like we've seen before. Click OK. And it'll bring you right back to the same window that we've seen before. One thing I would recommend doing from here is going through and previewing that email to make sure that the formatting is the way that you want it to be. And then you can go back and you can edit as needed. All those other options are still available down there. That's about it for the basics of Bright Arrow. There are some other features in some of those drop downs that I did not show. Feel free to browse through those and take a look if you wish. You can always send out an email to me if you have specific questions, and I'll be more than happy to help. Till then, good luck.